Good morning, students. Today is Wednesday. Last night for homework, you had to solve the remainder problems on this worksheet. I am giving you the answer sheet right now. Please check your answers and make sure that you have the same ones that I do. Okay? Please pause the video if you need more time. I am going to be moving on. Here are the bottom answers. What I want you to do right now is circle any problems that you had wrong, and you can ask the person next to you to compare your answers. If you have any questions for me, you may email me or send me a message on Schoology. If you did get them wrong, please try them again to see if you can get these correct answers. Now, today is Wednesday. We are going to be completing pages 3 and 4 in your packet. This is the last section in chapter 4. It is on scatter plots. Okay, we are learning about scatter plots. We have talked about best fit lines before, and that is exactly what you are doing in these scatter plots. You will be given a plot. You will have to draw a best fit line through the plot, which you know goes through the points. Now, a good goal that you should have when drawing your best fit line is try and get a couple of the data points in your graph, on your graph, in your line. Try and hit 2 of the points, because what you're going to be doing when drawing these best fit lines, you are going to be creating equations from these lines. So if you can get the line to go through 2 points, you can use those points in finding your slope. So for this problem, scatter plot shows the number of CDs in millions that were sold from 1999 to 2005. If the trend continues, about how many CDs were sold in 2006? First thing you need to do, draw a best fit line. Please make sure you are writing these notes down. Then if you look over here, 2006 is about here, and about how many CDs does that line hit? I would say it's about 660 CDs in 2006. Okay? Number 2 is asking you to describe the relationship. This means tell me, is it positive? Is it negative? Is it no? Is it none? What kind of correlation is it? And we've learned this, so I'm going to let you guys figure that one out on your own. Number 3, you're going to make a scatter plot using the data. So if I were to plot these points, I'm going to just quickly put them on, but you can plot these on your own. You do not need me to do that, so please pause the video and plot your points. First thing you're going to do is draw a best fit line through the points. Remember, you want to draw your best fit line through some of the points. I'm going to use this point and this point. I'm going to use 0, 1 and 1, 0. When picking 2 of these points, you are then able to find your slope. You know that the change in y over the change in x will give you your slope. So slope is going to equal -1. You also know how to take one of these points and plug it in for y equals mx plus b. You can choose either point that you would like. It does not matter. I'm going to choose this point. 1 equals -1 times 0 plus b. So b is going to equal 1. So my slope of this line equals negative 1x or negative x plus 1. You are able to use graphs by drawing a best fit line, picking 2 points on that line, finding the slope, finding the y-intercept by using those points, and then finding an equation of the best fit line, which is going to be in slope-intercept form. I want you to try this in number 4, so please pause the video and try number 4 at this time. If you draw your scatter plot, your equation should be very close to y equals 10x plus 60. I also have y equals 17 over 2x plus 60. Either one of those is very close. I'd use the 2 points 060 over 277, but you can use whatever points you'd like. These are the closest two equations that you will find when figuring this out. The next part of this says predict the grade for a student who studied for 6 hours. You can use these equations now to figure exactly, or as close to predicted, 6 hours is going to be. 6 is going to be your x value. So if you take either one of these equations and plug in 6 for your x, you'll end up with y equals 60 plus 60, which is 120. So it's going to be over a score of 100. Could this line go on forever? Why or why not? In this case, we are talking about grades and studying hours. The amount that you can get, or the most amount that you can get on your test, is 100. Okay? So with having a 100, you could not go past 100. So the graph could not go on. Now, I do want to examine the graph for a quick minute. If you zoom in, or if you look at your graph, this little squiggle, I don't know if many of us have seen this. This is giving you a break in the graph. So if I were to draw this graph, I would start 0 and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, because this is the study hours. But now this is going to tell me that I can skip a space. So I'm going to skip and I'm going to say, this is 60 right here. I'm going to say this is 70, 80, 90, 100. And when I draw my best fit line, it's going to go about through 60. So that's where I got my x, or I should say my y-intercept as 60. What I want you to do now, you may work with a partner. I want you to try and solve the last page of this. Remember, draw a best fit line if you need to, and use the best fit line to get an equation. Find 2 points that go through the line, get a slope, write your equation in slope-intercept form, which I know you know how to do. This will be due tomorrow. Thank you and have a good day.